It's Jonathan for Rich Retirement TV, and today I want to talk to you about the 5 breakout 5G plays that you need to see right now. This Friday, which would be August 7, AT&T is going live with their 5G network. Starting then, customers that have unlimited data service will have access to the network, and we've seen earnings now from two of the big three telecom players, from Verizon and AT&T, and the rollout of 5G, though it's been slowed a little bit by coronavirus, has continued to roll on. We saw Verizon drop almost $10 billion in capital investment on their network. AT&T spent $4.5 billion, including $1 billion in 5G spectrum. These companies are opening their wallets and they're preparing for the onslaught of 5G and phones coming out, smartphones coming out with 5G service. And these plays in the 5G specifically in the lifetime income report 5G index are just smoking. They are soaring, and there's no stop in sight. So with all that in mind, I'd like to take a look at 5 of the plays that I love right now. Let's dig right on in. So before we get into the plays, I just want to take a look here at the 5G index. This is coming to you exclusively from the Lifetime Income Report 5G Cash Command Center. And as you can see here, just in the last month or so, the index has broken out to new all-time highs and continues to push higher. A lot of great stuff. The second half of the year is really when the rollout for 5G is going to take place. So we're really looking at the last opportunity right now to get into some of these the stocks on the cheap. So with that, let's go ahead and get into the stocks. The first one on my list is Applied Optoelectronics Incorporated, ticker AAOI, and they're up 24% in just the last 5 days. They make fiber optic networking products, focusing in on hyperscale data center networking. And really, we're just talking about giant high-speed data centers that are pushing data back and forth and getting it to us on our smartphones, as consumers. And really, their stock soared this week on a bullish upgrade from Rosenblatt. The analyst firm upped their price target on the stock to 14 from 10, and they report earnings on Thursday, August 7. But the stock is already breaking out, as you can see here. Let me pull up my tool here, and yeah, you take a look. The stock put in its high here for 2020 back in January. It fell along with the rest of the world, its stock market wise in March, but has recovered very nicely, particularly in the last month or so. You take a look. We've got that bullish golden cross that I love. It's where the 50-day moving average, the red line, breaks out above the 200-day moving average. And as you can see here, just one thing to note, the 200-day moving average for the stock has been mostly flat, meaning that the long-term trajectory of the stock through much of 2020 has been really flat. So it's not been overly moved by the downswing here during the heart of COVID-19. But you take a look here ahead of earnings, and the stock has just made an incredible rally in the last week. And you see here it's on heavy volume and the money flow. This is I use the Chaikin Money Flow Index, which is an indicator of price and volume pressure. And you see here the volume in the stock is rising, and this is a very, very bullish development ahead of earnings tomorrow. It's a big it's a big earnings play. Its earnings are tomorrow, so there is some risk involved there. But again, we've seen the rollout taking place. We've seen capital investment by telecoms moving higher. So companies like Applied Optoelectronics should expect to see their earnings grow as the rollout kind of takes place here. And really, you take a look, the action has been contained between $16 and let's say about $6. And you take that $10 range, slap it on top here of 16. That gives you a price target of $26. That's upside of 60% from the stock's close on Tuesday there at 16 and some change. So big breakout play here, one to watch going into earnings, but one that I think could do very, very well over the next 3 to 6 months here. Let's go ahead and take a look at stock number 2. All right, so today we're looking at LITE. That's ticker LITE. Company name is Lumentum Holdings, and they're another fiber optic networking company focusing on building lasers. Again, a lot of the signal, the broadband signal that's being transmitted over 5G is being done over fiber optic cable. So glass companies are going to do well, and companies that transmit those lasers, transmit the light signal via laser, those companies are going to do very well. And you've seen here with Lumentum, the stock is breaking out ahead of their earnings, which are on Thursday, August 11 here. You take a look, just really just smashing above the previous high, or previous 52-week high for the stock, which is here at 90, was it 90, 92, almost $93. Again, really nice swing here. Stocks well supported by 50 and 200-day moving averages. And this is a stock, you take that range between 60, let's say, 64 and 94. That gives you upside here of it takes you the price target wise up to about 120 and change, 125ish. A lot of upside here. So take a look as earnings come out next week. Could be another explosive rally higher for the stock. All right, stock number 3. This is one of my favorites, MACOM Technology Solutions. They've been in the RF, which is a radio frequency game, for a very long time. Their technology has long been used by the U.S. military on submarines, hunting in the sea there during the Cold War. They've got right now they're a specialized. They're specializing in 5G data center, making 100 gigabit signal processors, and again, a lot of big words there, but they're facilitating the massive data centers that are storing and transferring the data back and forth, to us, on our mobile devices or in home. And again, this is going to be very big, as we head into the second half of the year, where we could easily see, a rise in COVID-19 cases as flu season sets back in, and a lot of people are working from home. Again, I'm one of those folks. I've been working from my basement here for the last 4 months or so, and who knows? But the need for high-speed internet, be it on my computer and on my phone, has never been greater. So, again, as we see this demand surge, MACOM could continue to do very well. You take a look here, and this is MACOM is a name that I highlighted back in May. Stocks up some 40% since I put it out to you here in Rich Retirement TV. But you take a look here, just at the last couple of weeks. Stock reported earnings, company reported earnings here back in late July, and just exploded. And this is a play that really over the last say in 2020, in the first half, the stock really traded between roughly 30 bucks and 15. And as you can see on the breakout here above the 52-week or the previous 52-week high, stock smashed higher and slammed up against $45, which was the first, which is the price target I pointed to back in May there. But it's pulled back a little bit off of there, but you see just a gap higher that's eight bucks there or so, and on heavy volume here. So again, earnings looked great. We're seeing the 5G rollout continue, and we got a lot of upside here. Explosive move higher. I expect the stock to hold this $40 level as it kind of pulls back a little bit, but that gives you an opportunity to hop in before another retest of 45. If the stock breaks out above 45, which I think is likely here, you've got another kind of $15 range, or even this $10 range here from 30 to 40. That gives you a price target of 50 bucks. And if you take that $15 and apply it to the top of the $45 breakout, that gives you a price target of 60 bucks. A lot of upside here for this old school, say vintage modern radio frequency play here. And the last stock on my list, but absolutely not least, is Casa Systems, and they're a 5G infrastructure play. They're providing infrastructure both on the hardware and the software side for cable service providers, which again is very key as a lot of folks are working from home, or they've got lots of folks at home, like my colleague Zach Scheit. He's got five or so kids at home working. They're on their phones, they're on their computers as he's out there slaving away looking for stocks that go up just like me. But so again, broadband internet is very, very important in these, and Casa is one of the key names that's providing it here. You take a look here. Let me see here. Yeah, you take a look. The stock has just exploded here after their earnings in late July here. It's broken the pull this up here for you. So it's broken the stocks here broken out of its downtrend. It's pushing here really through the fall of last year. Stocks after kind of bottoming out here in March, along with the rest of tech. Stock regains 50-day moving average, regains the 200-day moving average. The 200-day moving average is still pointed downwards, so it's still, say, in a little bit of a longer term a downtrend. But this massive breakout here post earnings really set up the downtrend break. And we can easily see a run here back to about $8, back to the 52-week high at $8. Which would be a lot of upside. This is a small stock. It's a small cap. It's trading. It's one of the few say 5G plays, good looking 5G plays trading under $10. So an inexpensive play for retail investors, and with a lot of upside here. Again, the telecoms, the big three, formerly the big four, before T-Mobile and Sprint came together here, but the big three reporting big spends on capital investment, and the type of spending that they're doing, upgrading their networks. They're also upgrading their software capabilities, making it easier for businesses, for institutions to deliver those high the high value, high performance data to customers. So Casa's right in line here to take advantage of the momentum here. But again, as we take a look here, we've still got earnings to go. T-Mobile reports their earnings next week or so. We've still got more left here in the tank for earnings season. But just taking a look at the earnings that we've got so far, they've been much better than expected, and 5G again took a little bit of a pause during the heart of the COVID-19 wave, but as we've seen, this is technology that needs to happen, and we're powering through the second half of 2020. We're going to see the massive rollout nationwide, where people just like you or me will actually be able to take advantage of the super fast internet. So again, take a look at these 5 plays just to recap, because I know I went through a bunch. AAOI, Applied Optoelectronics, LITE, which is Lumentum Holdings, ticker LITE, MACOM, Technology Solutions, that's ticker MTSI, EMCORE, that's ticker EMKR, and Casa Systems here, ticker CASA. And again, stay tuned. Thanks for watching this update. First and foremost, take a look at these 5 plays, but stay tuned to Rich Retirement TV. I'll continue to report in on big movements here in the 5G movement, and keep throwing out there good looking plays in this momentum. The 5G index has some 75 stocks in and of itself, so there's always something going on, and this is again one of the big movements for 2020. Great place for you to skyrocket your retirement accounts. But thanks again for watching today's video, and for Rich Retirement TV, I'm Jonathan Rodriguez, and I'll see you next week.